Here are some things to be familiar with in the house. Okay, in here, back there is an umbrella in case it rains. Here are Morgan's leashes and her towel. The black one has elastic and can be worn around your waist. She has little poop bags. There's more poop bags in this broom closet. Also cleaning supplies there, extra plastic bags for trash cans. I don't expect you guys would need any of that, but it's there in case Charlie does. To use our oven, you would press bake. Temperature, you would change it and then press start. Wait for it to get to temperature and then press cancel if you don't want to use it anymore. Other things to note, the dishwasher should be run every few days so the dishes don't start to stink. Please help yourself to any of the food in the house. Down here is where a lot of our Tupperware is. And then out here, the red line is Morgan's leash, Tony's catio. Tony can be outside until like 7 or 8 at night, even if it's dark. Charlie is able to make him, to put him back pretty easily. It shouldn't be a problem unless you can't get down on your knee. One thing I wanted to point out is in here is Morgan's food, and we're going to be expecting more today from Chewy. It's Friday, but if it doesn't arrive, then if it runs low, there should be a couple of boxes, and I'll have Neil put it in our room if it arrives. So this is how you use the wash machine in case you need to use it. You turn it on by pressing start. Here's the little container. I do not have fabric softener, but I do put a little bit of vinegar in there. And then I also can add up to a half a cup if you have a full load of this soap. And then you close it and then you press start. And then it'll run. And then the dryer is super easy to use as well, in case you were to need it. Okay, in my office, one thing I wanted to point out is we have a dust buster and vacuums in case there's a spillage, but there's also a broom in the broom closet. Charlie uses the vacuum to clean the floors, and the dust buster is usually plugged in right there next to Morgan's kennel. You do not lock Morgan in her kennel. She'll be fine. In this room, we've changed the sheets. We have an extra set of sheets there that's going to be the same in all of the bedrooms except Charlie's room. Two things to point out. The ceiling fan, you use this remote that's on one side of the room. And if it's shut off and you can't figure out where to turn it on, it's behind the Graceland picture right there. So you turn it on. I don't know, sometimes it'll get shut off, but then there's a remote control to control it. And then also just be aware that we're going to leave windows open, but you'll want to, if it gets cold, which I expect it to, just kind of walk around and make sure they're closed. Then with the TV remote, this is for the bedroom. You turn it on and then you press the home button, and then you can get to regular channels by going to, I believe the TV, I think. And then also, if you want to watch Amazon Prime in here, you would go up, and then press Prime. We also have Netflix. And I just want to see this through because this has one more additional step. Then you just press enter here to get to that. And then you'll probably have to press Amazon Prime yet again. So, and then you press Prime. The TV downstairs, you turn it on and it has a separate remote, like a little Hulu remote. But this is one TV remote. So it'll start now. So that is that. And then Tony's food is downstairs in his cat room, which I will show you because there's been some question about where his cat room is. There are also small little box fans in most of the bedrooms, so feel free to use those. The dehumidifier, if you see the red light on, if you could empty it, feel free to empty it either in that sink right there or in the bathroom sink down here. It's not a big deal if it doesn't get drained, but it might start to like kind of smell like a basement if it doesn't. So these are the supplies for Tony, and here's the watering can for his little water fountain that Charlie usually deals with. Here are the size large gloves. Here are his treats. Here is his medicine. I got size large, I could not find XL. So, and then extra food for Tony is in the blue bin down there. And then I'll show you the refrigerator. I did move the iced coffee upstairs, so that is available. Please don't leave it. I don't want it. So when you're done, take it with you. This is a lot of apples for Charlie, for you guys too. There's lots of eggs down here. This is all-purpose flour. Help yourself to anything. There's Diet Coke, there's Claire Brune, there's Starry. Please feel free. And yeah, and we keep this door closed, but it's not anything and for any reason. And then as far as upstairs, Evan and Henry's bedrooms are both available to sleep in. Every bed has clean sheets. Every bedroom has a spare set of sheets. So Rosie the hedgehog is in her in Evan's room, but her cage can be slid out into the hallway. Since she's nocturnal, I suggest you don't sleep in the room with her and move her out. Evan's bed is a little firmer. Henry's is a little softer, and I would say ours is somewhere in between. I think that's it. Feel free to text us, call us, or email us with questions. Thank you all so much. Okay, bye-bye.